please help me welcome the star of Jaden's Corner, Jaden Phillips.
Welcome to Jaden's Corner. We have a great show tonight. Sister Williams will be our guest. But did you know Elon Musk backed out on a $44 million deal with Twitter? When asked why, he said he was going to buy McDonald's and fix all the broken flooring machines. Our first episode got over 62 views. Wrap it up. So I've been viewed more times on anything than CBS. Now let's get ready for some hot topics. Topic today is Thor review. So I feel as though the Thor movie, it was good. I feel like yes, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I do feel like it has some, it had a lot of jokes. But I feel like it was a good movie. I do feel like, let me not spoil anything. I feel like the villain, he was good, but I feel like it was rushed, for me at least. It was a rushed movie. So, yeah. Our next topic is, should the city DA charge the business owner? So basically what happened was that like a black guy, he robbed like a bodega, and like the owner, I guess, or the store clerk or whatever, it was an Indian dude, and the black guy got over the counter, and the Indian dude, he like knifed the black guy. And the city DA, he wanted to charge the Indian dude with like murder and stuff. So the question is, should a city DA charge the business owner with murder? Or like self-defense, whatever. So I feel as though like it was self-defense because the Indian dude could have been killed. And I don't feel like at any time this is like a Black Lives Matter movement or whatever, or like, you know, an event. I feel like what the black guy did was wrong. He wasn't wrong. He tried to rob a store. So I feel like the Indian dude, he should be like, you know, he was acting in self-defense. So yeah. I don't feel like the city DA should charge the business owner with murder for that. Right back with Stacia Williams.
Dear God, thank you so much for this food we about to eat. We just ask that it's flavorful because we know that Ruth only uses organic ingredients. And so we also know that she does not use adequate amounts of salt and pepper. Amen.
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 Jameson Wilson Stewart.
Jackson Black. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm going to be your mentor for the next 3 months, so we'll be working pretty closely together.
I can tell I'm going to be in really good hands.
Indeed.
What you cooking over here? You on the menu too?
Okay, stop it.
Oh my God.
What's going on? What happened?
It's my dad. He's sick.
Daddy, I'm going to come and stay with you for a few weeks.
No, I need you to be at home with your husband. You all need each other.
Hey, the Stewarts. Bill Caffrey, nice to meet you.
Why are we here?
Because we've been experiencing some issues in our marriage.
Ruth, I said put it down.
I just feel alone. Like he doesn't have my back on anything.
Well, you're tending to everyone else. Who's tending to you?
If you had a choice between Jackson's hands and Brandon's heart, what would you choose?
I need you to speak. I need you to say something.
I've said I'm sorry a million times, but it doesn't seem to be enough for you. Nothing I do is good enough for you.
Mr. Stewart.
While you're down here, think about how you're gonna work out the rest of your life.
Please help me welcome Sister Stacia Williams.
Hello, everyone. Hi,
Hi. So, thanks for being here.
Of course.
So, our first topic is, well, my first question is, what age does kids start following the path?
Oh, that's a deep question. What age do kids start falling off the deep path? I usually see definitely a decrease when it comes to young people when they go off to college. When they go off to college, majority of them, it depends. Sometimes they may find something when they're in college, or when they come back, it's a complete disconnect where either they're not even going back to the church that they originated from, but they're not going back to any church. And so sometimes when kids, or young adults rather, leave and go to college, we tend to see that kind of drop. And that's basically what happens. Majority of the time is when they leave the nest, we call it, leave the nesting period, when parents are not getting them up and coming to Sunday school or going to different places. But we mostly see that when they leave the nest.
Great point, great point. I know for me, I feel like I agree with you, like when kids go off to college, because they feel like, oh, they have a sense of like, I guess, independence, so they don't have to do what their parents tell them to do or whatever. So I feel like, yeah, with independence comes, I guess, not being able to go to church or not wanting to.
And that's why I feel like it's so important for like you especially, or any young person, to establish a strong foundation, to understanding why you go to church. I feel like, it's like, oh, my parents forced me to, and there's a true reason as to why we all go to church. We go to church for fellowship. We go to church in order to commune with one another and build that relationship. Like you said before, your family is so important, not just your immediate family, but your church family. And so that was what it was for me too. My church family was my reason, not the only, but one of the reasons why I like to go to church, and I loved going to church, the fellowship behind it.
Great points. So my next question to you is, what made you still stay in church?
Oh, I can answer that very, very easily. Number one is God. My love for God drew, oh, thank you, Rena. Thank you, honey. Thank you. My love for God drew me to want fellowship even more. As you get older, and as I've gotten older, from being 18 to where I am now, a lot of things that when I was going through things in my hard times and my struggles, I couldn't really relate to anyone that didn't know Christ. And someone that did know Christ, I could say, well, let's pray, let's do this, let's take it to God in prayer. And it became more of that, of why I stayed, because there's nothing like church family. There's nothing like it. When I have an issue, even to this day, my young adults and my sisters that I call from Mount Hebron, all I have to do is say, pray for me. That's it. And no matter where they are, I get a long drawn out prayer, I get a text, I'm calling your name. And that speaks volumes to me. So I would definitely say God number one, and then I'll also say my relationship with my church. The relationship that I build, they are family. And there's nothing like church family, nothing like it. So I absolutely love it. Nothing. That's right, Jaden. You know it.
Yep.
You know.
I know. Great point. Great point. So my next question to you is, what would you be doing if you were not devoted to church or to God?
Ooh. That's a tough question. What would I be doing if I wasn't devoted to God? I don't think I honestly would be living. Because you're living now so that you can live again later on. And so I think, And everything that I have been through and I have done, I can honestly say it's by the grace of God. Even me going to college, asking God, what college should I go to? God made it very evident and very clear that this is the college I need to go to. And he made it provisions. He made plans for me to go there. And so I don't know how to answer that, because I don't think I will be living the life that I'm living now. I don't think I would know how to give everything over. And even when I'm in my frustrated, situations, or when I'm scared, or when I don't know what to do, or when I'm hurt, I tend to give it to God. So if I wasn't with him, I don't know where I would be. I don't know. I can't see myself doing anything else besides being in fellowship with people, or being with young people. You know how much I love young people, or being with young people. So I don't know. I don't know where I would be. I think that's really, really tough to answer, because it's hard when you're saying that oh my God, what does it feel like to live outside of God's grace? And I don't want to ever live outside of God's grace. I want to always be with him. I want to always be surrounded by him. Even in my tough times when I feel low, I want to still be with him. So, yeah. I don't know.
Also, not to interrupt, Stacia, you have an announcement about youth ministry.
Oh yes, I sure do. So, hello everyone again. Jaden, first of all, I want to say thank you so much. You are an amazing young person, that is doing miraculous things. Jaden is our drummer in our church. He is always looking to do far and more and beyond what anybody could think of or do. So Jaden, Mount Weaver, we want to say that we love you. We see great things for you, and this doesn't just end here. And on that note, I want to say Jaden is now our official youth president over the youth ministry, and so congratulations to you, Jaden. Jaden, I love Jaden. I love Jaden. How can you not love Jaden? Who loves to laugh? We love to laugh. That's our relationship. But I just want to say I commend you, Jaden, taking lead and taking a leadership role is hard. But please understand this. Number one, you have Christ who's on your side. Number two, you have a camaraderie of people who are behind you. That's why I think you said it before, you said church family. You have a church family, okay? We're going to stick by you. We're going to stick together. We'll make sure that you look great. Why? Because you are great. You have your own Jaden's Corner. You're doing your thing over here. I expect great things. So in youth ministry, we want to see that. And I think young people need to hear your voice. Young people need to hear what you have to say. And so don't be afraid to be a leader, because you're doing it right now. And so we want to congratulate you one more time, Jaden, on taking on the role of being president of the youth ministry. Congratulations. We love you, Jaden, and we're expecting great things from you. And you have people who are standing by you. We got your back. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great points.
Absolutely, Jaden.
And that will be it. Thank you for watching Jaden's Corner.
Join us next week as Reverend Stevens will be our guest. Good night.